songs, man. Like, you know, someone start a fucking band with it. There we go. All right, how's everybody feeling? Good?
Yeah!
Here to sort that out for you. We have a round of applause for Bristol's most miserable poet, Silvan.
Well, hey!
My friends. What is up, my dudes? The name is Sylvan. I am your local NB Goth. I'm just they them, and I'm here to cause some mayhem. I've been told that my poems are a bit too depressing, so I thought I'd open up with a more optimistic one. It's called I Finally Feel Heard. Within this book contains my lore. Writing this, the tears would then pour. Bearing within these pages fragments of my soul. Processing and sharing my feelings is my goal. I wish to show to all who care the times in my life that made my soul tear. Ooh, that was weird. Sorry. These pages contain a part of me, of the moment that shaped who I came to be. Leading me to my creative outlets, I am so glad that I finally found it. A way for me to finally be understood, a way that I thought that I never have could. I found a way to make my feelings tangible. Writing poetry helps make my feelings manageable. I hope my words make you feel not alone, even if my pain to you is not known. I hope these words give you the strength to push through life's pain, no matter its length. Thank you to all who hear my words, and thank you to you all. I finally feel heard. I try and kill it, but it ain't gonna die that easily. But I'm gonna go to the one that one of the first ones I ever wrote. This was during a very, very bad time in my life. I'm doing mostly better now. It's called I Can Never Get the Sight Out of My Mind. I can never get this sight out of my mind. I'll remember this for all of time. As your light almost faded, I swore I'd not grow jaded. You stopped breathing, and I stopped thinking. My tears rolled, your hand curled. Gripping the knife, I wrestled in strife. The knife hit the floor, my tears began to pour. I hid the blade and you wished to be a maid. I held you as you began to fade, but no one was there to hold me as my sanity wanes. I brought you back from the brink, but as the days of goodbye, I've begun to sing. Woo! That was a fun one. And to follow on with the next one is called Where I Stood. Now I know where I stood. It was at the bottom of your foot. Beneath the dirt, always feeling hurt. I couldn't take the lies. I couldn't, no matter how much I tried. Why'd you lie over something so small? When you changed your story, I began to fall. Why did you have to give me hope, only just to treat me as if I was a joke? You said you needed time, and I said to you that that was fine. But the time would never come. You never gave me an answer. You were done. You just pushed me to the side. Now all I want to do is just hide. And I got a sequel. I love you. You're the best. This is the sequel called Where I Stand. This is after falling down off all of the bullshit they put me through. Now I know where I stand. I stand tall above this land. Not just because of my high heels, by the way. Proudly placing my foot upon where you buried me within the dirt. I can't help but laugh. The lies you told seem daft. Did you really think that we wouldn't talk? We found out the truth, we chose to walk. In the end, I should thank you. In vain of what you put us through, you brought us together and made my friends and I closer. I wish you truly the best, but I cannot be there for the rest. I choose to not be hateful, and for that you should be grateful. Fuck you, you're an asshole. Next one I'm going to is one I wrote in reference to, well actually no, Sissel's, I'm just going to go second choice, fuck what I boy. To be second choice is to lose your voice. To be a backup friend seems like a curse with no end. I sit within isolation, struggling with my temptations, of ways to escape my reality, to allow my soul to exist in duality. Company is what I truly crave, but I feel as if my life cannot be saved. To have the will to be, and to not have the will to cling. There are times I wish to cease. It would bring my mind such peace. But still I hold on, hoping that I can move on. Yeah, that's the second choice for you guys. sure most of you know what it's like to be second choice in most things. And to go away from the more depressing side of things, I'm going to do one I've written recently, and it's regarding work life. So, if any of you fucking hate capitalism, I'm sure you'll vibe with this. Woohoo! Yeah, fuck capitalism. I fucked the words up. You can try and say words down. Well, hey. Working every night. Bosses ignore our plights. Wasting away hours of our day, losing our minds for basic pay. We stick together through this turmoil. Those above us think that they are royal, unable to see another's view, convicted that what they say is true, threatening us when they see we stand against them, playing their twisted games of manipulation, guilt-tripping us when they try to keep us in line, not knowing we fight it every time. We break our backs for their profits, just so that they can line the CEO's profits. He makes a pound, we make a penny. Our screams make no sound, for they're in luxury. Refusing to step in line, alienating myself within time, making myself the pariah. They throw me in the fire. I work for those out of spite. I prove myself with my might. They hate me, yet they pay me. I'll never let them put me down. I'll never let my voice be rebound. I'll have no choice but to use my voice to protect my friends from their blight. I stand up for those who think they have no choice but to take their shit without a voice. Woo! That was a And next one I'm going to go to, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to finally close on one more, or two more, then I'll close with a happier one. The one I'm going to, this one's called Everything I Did Was Wrong. Everything I did was wrong. This whole time I felt I didn't belong. Within your presence and amongst your essence. Knowing it was soon to end, knowing that we couldn't mend. My mistake from the start led to nothing but a broken heart. I opened up and shared my soul, but to use it against me was your goal. Why the fuck would you think that? That I'd be the type of person to make up that? Do you really think I'd stoop so low? Hearing you say that made me want to go. You never knew the real me. You just objectified and you loathed me. I'm free from you, I have my peace. I'm able to breathe, I am able to see. I'm able to be, and I'm not wanting to flee. Everything I said was wrong. You thought I didn't get it, but I was joking along. Saying that I'm always serious, talking to you, I felt like I was Sisyphus. Constantly trying to get it right, desperately trying to avoid a fight. Only to go to bed feeling your coldness, wishing the next night I felt your warmness. I see now that was but a dream, something that I truly wished could have been, but that was never the case. You stood there in the nude pace. You came from my stutter when we fought, and that was something that I never have thought, that you would go that far, making me want to get in my car, so I could get the fuck away from you, so I could be my own person too. Some of the times I was wrong, but I tried my best to get along. With the ways that you wanted me to be, I wore my core personality, separating myself from those around me. It's a miracle that my friends found me. Back to where I was before we walked through that door. Of that pub one night in Awesome, unnoticed of what was to befall them. Pushing through the paths of life, pushing through all of the strife. Everything I did was wrong. Our inside jokes went on too long. You grew frustrated when I tried to joke. Looking back at this, I just want to choke. Knowing I could have been happy, knowing that we had never been together, you hurt me deeply, but I'm glad that it's over. Everything I did was fucking wrong. And finally, to end on a happy note. This one's called Pride. Pride, a day of joy, free from life's void. A day of beauty, a day of wonder, a day to ponder, a day for unity. Free to be me, free to be seen, of who I wish to be, without the world being mean. The weather that day was radiant, so many people in all of their gradients, taking off their shackles and feeling relief. To live like this every day is my belief. I'm lucky to be where I live, where it doesn't matter who you see. That fucks the words up. I'm lucky to live where I do, where it doesn't matter who I say my love to. I'll never take this day for granted, for that would be shallow-hearted. I The name's Sylvan, and I'm here to depress you all for the rest of the night.
One more time for Sylvan. I feel like we all need a strong drink after that.